advising me and looking for books. Okay, no, not on Wi-Fi anymore. Hey, let's see how it works out without the Wi-Fi. Because Wi-Fi is tripping me up. Because Marcus Houston song just popped in my head because of you. Don't know if that was for me or not, but it might be for me because I just read that message that I got right before I turned this on. So shout out to the Capricorn Suns. What up, what up? Okay, so I'm just shuffling my cards right now. Shout out to Nature Nate's Natural Honey. Keep my throat feeling good. Right now, the sun is directly opposing Neptune, and with this opposition, it's like we're being faced with the extreme energy of being super logical and also super balanced at the same time. So we kind of like facing off, and then in the middle of this opposition is a square with the moon in Sagittarius, because Virgo's perception is practicality. Neptune being at home in Pisces has a stronger edge in this, but Neptune Pisces perception is compassion, boundlessness, deception, and then Sagittarius is in the middle with the philosophy of how to balance both. And the way out is through the Gemini energy, which is understanding that there are so many different ideas in the world that we can manifest through being honest and being true to ourselves, that, you know, that's where you want to be. Somewhere with the North Node, chilling, doing things that you haven't done before. Even if you're alone, doing it by yourself, just do it because you know you're being called to. And some people, they misunderstand you, will misunderstand you, as long as you don't misunderstand yourself. That's what's most important. And I also find that too, in the midst of this energy, there's a lot of different ways to interpret one message. And I always say that there's more than one way to eat a Reese's, which means there's more than one way to go about doing something the right way. Just make sure that it's authentic to you and you have integrity. Always stand on your integrity. I also want to say that, you know, sometimes we just got to take a risk in doing something that's true to self and hope. Not really hope. I don't really like hope. I don't want to say hope. I will say have faith that it will work out for your benefit. With Virgo heavy Virgo energy, it's almost natural to want to read the fine lines and the fine print and measure and measure and measure and measure before you cut, because you want to be sure. But sometimes on the opposite side, you just gotta let things be what it is and just go with the flow, because you can't measure everything. You can't measure love, you can't measure relationships. You can only measure whatever you choose to measure with. It's always going to be something that has to do with how you feel more than what you see. And if what you feel is screaming for you to take action, then you need to evaluate why, you know. And not into analysis paralysis, but the thing about Piscean energy is that it's fluid. It can go either way anyway. And that makes Virgo kind of nervous sometimes, because you can't really predict it. And Virgo likes predictability because it creates security. Capricorn, Taurus, Earth energy. It creates security. So right now, the Sag Moon is helping us get out of our own way. Very Eight of Wands energy, where you're just allowing yourself to shoot yourself own mind power in the direction that you are bound to go into, because you're releasing old philosophies about, with this opposition, relationships. Anytime there's an opposition, you have a relationship with something that right now is calling for you to act in practicality, with the sun being a Virgo, but there is a veil that has been released with this Neptune retrograde, that you have to look at the deception as well, and know that, you know, sometimes things are deceptive for a reason, and it could be just, you know, higher guides trying to conceal something so that you can find your own truth in it before it gets revealed. Because then once the revelation takes place and you've already made your decision according to what you knew to be true at that time, you can start to gauge, okay, this piece of information I didn't know, that I didn't see, that I didn't know, you know, I didn't have any facts regarding this. And then now, because they're both, all three of them, Virgo, Sag, and Pisces, are all mutable signs, so they all have the ability to change and transform. So now that this veil has been lifted and you're able to see the deception that was put on you, now you can practically see, like, oh, this is what was going on the whole time. And sometimes people want to keep things secret. Sometimes people want to keep things secret from you, from other people, from mass amounts of people, so they can still have control or feel like they have some sense of control. But what we're all starting to understand here in today's world, with society being the way it is that there is no such thing as one person controlling everything. It will never be that way anyway. So anyone who's trying to deceive you or play illusion games with you in your mind is not going to win. The more that you allow yourself to be practical and sure of yourself, and that requires hermit mode. The whole world was put into hermit mode. We're constantly having situations where the world has to face the truth about what's going on in the world, which is a lot of things that we thought were true. We're finding out that we only got part of the story. We didn't get the whole story. And when the pieces of the story, the truth, start to come out, they find new ways of suppressing the information, twisting the truth to make it seem like a lie, to make you feel like, okay, well, yeah, they didn't tell all the truth, but the truth that did come out seems a little sketchy, and then the society adds in, yeah, that was sketchy because here's the actual truth. They don't want you to know this, and they didn't think about that, all to cover up the facts. And with the sun being a Virgo, there is no cover up anymore. With Neptune being retrograde, there is no cover up anymore. It just is what it is. And Sagittarius is very blunt, truthful energy. A lot of people have this idea, I want to say ideology, but some people have this belief system that, God is, sweet and gentle and kind and loving and things of that nature, and that can very well be who you are. But one thing that you will always find out when it comes to angel guides, ancestors, even the God within, is that truth is a necessity. You cannot live life without truth. And we appreciate Virgo for giving us the hard, cold facts that has nothing to do with emotion, but has everything to do with practicality. Pisces has a way of avoiding practicality because daydreams can be crushed, dreams will be crushed, illusions will be crushed. You can't escape the truth. You can't escape facts. And Sag has to remind both Virgo and Pisces that you can work together. You can create balance. You can create harmony, but you have to accept the fact that some things that are practical doesn't deserve action, and some things that are boundless does need practical boundaries. It's just the truth that we have to own. It is what it is. I forgot what I was about to say, but the Mercury is in shadow, 14 degrees Libra. So not only do we have this T-square going on, there's tension between beliefs, what to believe, what should we not believe. Everyone is kind of being forced with this Sag moon to believe in some type of illusion that compassion is being... Okay, the globalists are using compassion as a way to get to people's emotional connection to the world, to push them into an agenda that was pre-planned for their means of practicality and not yours. So when we hear our voice in truth, sharing facts as well as figures, videos, pictures of things that are happening that are taboo or not a normal phenomenon, they want to denounce that and say it's not the truth because South Node Sag is, we've always been taught and believed that this was not true. But yet they keep putting out information later on saying that it is true. So this is one of the things that got me when it came to religion as well, because how can a religion denounce something and then turn around and make it part of its regular everyday program? It's like you already knew this was the direction you were going in, because only those who are deeply connected and knowing of self will realize where the future is headed, because they're tapped into that higher consciousness. They're tapped into their highest self, Aquarius. They know you knew and you did nothing to help or save anyone. And then you took on doing that willingly to protect yourself and those who only you care about, and left the rest of the world to rot. You will have retribution. You get a chance to face that. You have to be responsible for it. And anyone who is vibrating on that energy where you're being deceptive, you don't want to reveal the facts and the truth about who you truly are and what you truly do, is going to come out anyway. So you might as well beat the divine timing to the punch and just reveal yourself. Reveal who you truly are and what you truly want and why you're truly here. Even if you got to do it to yourself by looking in the mirror. Understand why you're here and stop allowing other people to drag you by your emotional body and make you into something that you're not, make you believe things that are not true, make you see things that aren't really there. You have your own eye to see. You have your own eye to see. You do not need a sovereign over you. You are sovereign alone. And that's been the illusion for the last 250 years. We never needed a government to set up to tell us how to live. We never need a religion to tell us what spirituality is. And I can feel that energy trying to attack me, but you can't. You can't. I'm gifted beyond anything you could ever hail my way. I am protected. I've always been protected. I've already gone through that cycle. That's why I know why I'm here. I can feel it. You're trying to scare me. You're trying to make me second guess myself. You're trying to make me flee in fear. But I'm not afraid of myself. So therefore, I can't be afraid of you, can I? I mean, you're just a reflection of me. Right? What does this T-square want to tell us? Archangel Michael on the ones and twos. Yes, Raphael is here in full measure. Thank you, love. Thank you. What message do we have for the T-square for the collective? It's time to combine forces with those whom you've kept at arm's length. It's no longer practical to keep yourself in an illusion that you are not drawn to who you are drawn to. It is not practical to keep yourself in the illusion that you are one and you are alone. There is no such thing. It's time for a new belief system. Let's look. We got first card out is the 6 of Pentacles, and we have another 6 of Cups, and this is the After Tarot. By the way. And the World's card. New beginnings. And at the bottom we have the 10 of Cups. Pisces energy. Okay. So our wish fulfillment, our complete going through our wish fulfillment, desiring that wish fulfillment, acting on wish fulfillment, has brought us to a place where we got these 2 6s with the World card. The 6 of Pentacles, Taurus energy, does talk about give and take. The 6 of Cups is Scorpio. So we got opposing energies right here, which is Earth and water, like earthy Virgo opposing watery Neptune and Pisces. And then we got the World card. So something is going to be complete. Now, the World card also talks about like pregnancy. Something is being birthed. Okay. So, let's see here. You're being given a chance to look back at some of the old dreams that you used to have, that you used to want to work for. Like, for instance, the American dream. You may have had an American dream that you've been working your whole life for, and now you're starting to see that with the 6 of Pentacles, it's not balancing out. Something isn't working. So now you got to make it work. Now you have to go back to the drawing board of who you knew you were when you were a child before. It started giving you all these ideas about who you thought you should be. It's time to start paying attention to what dreams you really do have. That doesn't have to do with society, but has everything to do with who you are as a person, who you are as a spirit, as a soul, walking amongst this earth. You're very powerful. And the more that you tune into your power and tune into who you truly are, you'll start to remember your soul contract, the agreement that you made before you came here. And you can start to get to work on it. Each of these corners, the 4 corners of the earth, each of those 4 corners represent a fixed energy. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. And they're all representatives of love. Leo is unconditional love. Aquarius is the unconditional love of friendship. Scorpio is loving someone through the worst of the worst. Pain is love. It's very scorpionic. And Taurus is the unconditional love that has to do with self. Having consistency with yourself. Always taking care of yourself. And because it's earth, physically and materially. And then Leo is the pure unconditional love that is always giving. Always giving. Just like all the others, but it's fire energy, so, and it's fixed fire, so it's always a flame that you can come to. And people leave us, and then they come back, and then they leave us, and then they come back. Appreciate the flame while you have it. Okay, so this is definitely about us getting right, making things right, balancing things out. A double 6 is 2. 6 is about nurturing, caring, having good judgment, being responsible. Also someone who is family oriented, or taking care of family as well. And again, with this Neptune at the bottom, there is a big illusion going on that there's something very scarce happening in the world, like there's not enough food. That's a lie. It's an illusion to keep people sitting here watching TV, not going out and experiencing the earth for all that she has given us. It's an illusion that there's scarcity. There's more than enough out here for everybody. It's more than enough resources out here for everyone. You just need to know where your soul wants to go. Start making those changes. All right. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles. We got the Queen. Queen, respect Mother Earth. Respect the woman. Respect divine feminine. Six of Pentacles. Is this a Tower? Tower moment. Are you ready to realize what your soul mission is? Did you just realize who your soulmate is? Did you just realize? It's time for things to be made right. It's time for things to be made right. The World card, a new beginning, a new chapter. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Free your mind. Don't be so shallow. Fire. Ace of Wands. So it's an opportunity for us to take action. Now that we see the illusion is that everybody has to do this or everybody has to do that in order for the world to be right. No, that's a lie. It's definitely a lie. It's a deception. And they're pulling on your heartstrings. Naughty, naughty. Okay, so my earring just jumped out like, yep, I'm out of here. So, yeah. Queen of Earth. Queen of Pentacles here. She sees her reflection in this coin. This is Capricorn energy as well. But you got the rabbit here. Fertility. There's a lot to be produced now. There's a lot that can be done. There's keeping a bountiful view of the world will help make it balanced physically on a material level. Understanding that there's more than enough to be done and there's more than enough for everyone. Getting out of the lack, scarce mentality will help open everyone up to looking at themselves differently. Because if you are under the belief that it's not enough for you and someone else, that's going to encourage war, fighting, battling out for resources that you can literally just grow in your own backyard, your front yard, or that's something that you have enough of so you can share with your community. So definitely start paying attention to that. It's definitely time for us to take better care of the earth and start sharing our resources with each other rather than letting a tyrannical being or message trick you using false compassion to make you give up your ability to take care of yourself. So what we finding out too about the past, whether it's your past life or the past lives that have lived here, they've been through fucking hell and they've been here trying to get us to realize and see through just our ancestors being close to us, letting us see like, hey, this cycle is repeating and people are starting to pick up on it. Like they're starting to have memories, they're starting to have, and this is Scorpio water, the things that were hidden in the dark are starting to come back to the light. You're starting to remember, you're starting to be reminded, you're being triggered to see things that were hidden in the dark, that were cloaked with the veil. Is not there. The veil is not there anymore. So now you have no choice but to take it all in, taking all that pain and deception and that heartbreak that happened in the past, and that is still being pushed as the truth that is not the truth. That whole entire story that they've been building this lie on is pokeable. Like it's holes all in their story and they can't hide it anymore. It's you just gotta face the truth and take responsibility for what you can do. Having a can do, an abundant mind, state of mind helps break the spell that had everybody bound in the past. So now you're clean and you're freed to go start this new journey of learning how to move forward with your free mind. So if money was never an issue and there's no one controlling you but you, what are you going to do with that ability of a free mind? Take action. Take action with your soul, mate. Take action with your soul, mate. Sagittarius, take action. The sun is lighting the way. Okay? Your soul is lighting the way. Follow it. Do not believe the illusion that you need something outside of yourself, because you don't. Okay? They out here nickel and diming people to give up their rights for something that they already have. Don't give into it. Don't give into it. Okay? Let's get one more. And then I'm going to post this. I still got to do the appreciation reading, so that's coming up after. I ain't going to do it after. Let me get one. Visualize, affirm, and manifest. Okay, and these two match. Inspired idea with the Ace of Wands. So if you feel inspired to go do something to, again, take care of the woman, take care of Mother Earth, visualize, affirm, and manifest what it is you know you should be doing on your soul journey here. Make it happen, Captain. You can do it. There's no such thing as not enough. Use what you have. And we are powerful. That's why they're trying to cultivate all of our energies and practically kill us off. We're powerful as fuck. So, break out of past behaviors. Allow yourself to break out of past behaviors. Stand up for what it is that you want. And be the change that you want to see in the world. Starting with your mind. Changing your mind. Stop believing that you are locked in and you can't do anything. You're being broken free. The spell has been broken. You're free now. You're free now. Alright. Thank you so much for tuning into this message. I appreciate you. May we all have and seek peace from this moment forward. I hope this message found you well.